Hey, my name is Santino. I'm a rising sophomore at Loyola School, and this is my third milestone. So basically, I kind of scrapped the whole Bluetooth module idea, and I actually made my entire robot motion controlled. So I do this with a gyroscopic sensor that's linked with my Arduino Uno and NRF modules that sort of link up with the Arduino Nano and the other NRF module that's controlling the servos. So if I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. So basically, there are a little calibration issues, but that can be just fixed by like turning it off and on again to calibrate it. So essentially, all I do is I tilt my hand, and it'll move. Okay, so I actually haven't learned how to use it that well. I'm still working it out a little bit, so it's easier for me to use because I'm kind of relatively new to the whole thing with the gyroscopic sensor. So I will be linking my code for this, my final project, down on my website, but I'll give you the little bit of just the gist of it pretty much. So on one end, I have the transmitter code that uses this Arduino Uno to send to basically define values that are placed by this gyroscopic sensor and send them to my other Arduino, the Arduino Nano, via NRF module. And that really allows me to move the servos, because without the values from the gyroscopic sensor, the servos won't really know what to do. On the other end, I have the receiver code, which is the code from the Arduino Nano. Now this receiver code is the thing that actually makes the servos move. It converts those values from the gyroscopic sensor and the Arduino Uno and turns it into degrees for which the servos have to move. And that's basically how it works. But I can give a little bit more of an in-depth description on my website. So I did run into a couple challenges with this, namely the NRF module. The NRF modules weren't working before due to the fact that I used an adapter to sort of tell me what if like the NRF modules are working, and I worked through the code a lot and it wasn't working, so I just essentially took out the adapter and it started working again because I think the adapter has a blockage or something like that. Another problem I had was writing the code for the gyroscope. It was really complicated in terms of defining values and setting formulas and stuff like that, because that was also very complicated and it was something I was really new to. But those were really the two main issues, since I already had my arm built with all the servos and everything. So yeah, this is my final project. This is my final milestone video, and again, I'll give you an in-depth description and more demonstrations on my website, so just check that out. Thank you.